Hey folks, welcome back to Hermione Reads Comics. I'm Hermione, and I read comics. Alright, so we got a new controversy in comic book land, and that is Gwen Stacy being resurrected from the dead to be 616's Gwenpool. Yeah, it's happening. So, I will be actually getting this one on Kindle. And because I want to do a review of this comic book when it comes out, because I'm intrigued. You got my attention. So I have been hearing about this. I saw a video about this last week, because it was still last week. It was still the week I got paid. And the absolute anger that people had when they found out that Gwen Stacy was coming back from the dead as Gwenpool, this character that is literally like Deadpool, is like, oh, why are they desecrating Gwen Stacy's grave, and oh, they're desperate, oh, this is the sign that comic books have reached a new low. Okay, so, as much as I don't understand why you gotta resurrect Gwen Stacy and make her Gwenpool, I'm willing to give the comic book a chance. I'm willing to, okay, how are they gonna do this? How are they bringing Gwen Stacy back from the dead? You know, she's a skeleton, all this stuff, because of how long she's been dead. How's this going to affect Peter Parker, if they cross paths, things like that. So I'm kind of interested and intrigued by that. Okay. So it is one of those things that I reserve judgment until I see the comic book. I reserve judgment until I see the issue and all that stuff. I think that when you deal with comic books, and once again, I'm going to say this over and over again, people have the right to have their comment, and just like assholes, we all have one. But I think that when you go and you encounter a character that is actually more like of this particular timeline, bless you, and then you try to bring it to the 616. I know people were not happy when Spider-Gwen came from one Earth and was brought to the 616. And I'm going to be absolutely honest, I'm halfway through issue 8, and I really, in all honesty, I really like that Gwen Stacy as Spider-Gwen is in the 616, because I really like what they're doing with her character. I really do. So like I said, I'm willing to give Gwenpool a chance and see how things turn out. How did they resurrect her and all that type of stuff. And this is just like, let me rephrase that. I think the reason that they are resurrecting Gwen Stacy as Gwenpool, I think she was in Wolverine and Deadpool, because there was a variant of Deadpool that wore pink, and I think someone said that is Gwenpool. So Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think because they put her in there and people were like, oh, that's Gwenpool, that led them to make the decision to bring Gwenpool into the 616. That's just my own personal belief. Um, but I hope that we get an interesting type of event where this is what happens. Um, she may be, she may, they may decide, they may totally shock us and be, oh, that's Gwenpool from another universe. But some people say, no, that is Gwen Stacy from 616. That's the Gwen Stacy that got her back broken or her neck snapped when Spider-Man tried to save her. That is the Gwen Stacy that becomes Gwenpool. As I said, willing to give the comic book a chance. If I don't like it, I will not continue the series. Now, if the first issue is pretty decent, I will subscribe to the next one. Anyways, so that is my opinion about it. It's all up in the air. I know people are still outraged by it. I don't know how you can stay outraged for such a long period of time. But I go with the flow, and I'm willing to give it a chance. And as I said, if it sucks, I am not going to read it anymore. If it is so-so, I will give it another chance. If it's excellent, I will definitely continue the series. Alright, so that's my video. I'll see you later when I read number 2 of DC Horror.